Hello everyone, my name is Dr Satish Ramaiah. I'm a consultant psychiatrist at People Tree Hospitals. There's corona outbreak happening there and there is lockdown imposed by the government. This obviously is creating a lot of anxiety in people. People are stressed out, fearful, worried, tensed. They're feeling very threatened. They're feeling uncertain about their future, even insecure and whatnot. Friends, let's all acknowledge that we are all in it together. This corona related fear and anxiety is something very real. It is not irrational. So, today I'm here to teach you some simple tips to manage the anxiety related to this corona fear. But before that, I'm going to ask you a simple question. You need to ask yourself that whether you are following all the government advised guidelines and expert advices like this lockdown thing, the social distancing, using sanitizers, masks, and all that. If not, go straight away, follow it. If yes, then let's focus on how do we manage the anxiety associated with this corona fear. I'm going to divide this into two. Number one, how to manage your own anxiety. Number two, how to help your loved ones and maybe even children to deal with the anxiety associated with this corona pandemic. Let's start with focusing on how do we manage our own anxiety. I'm going to tell you three simple steps to manage it. Step number one, first let's acknowledge that this corona related anxiety is real. Like I already told you, it's not irrational. So what you need to do is you need to step out of your body and watch your anxiety like a third person, like you're watching a television or even a flowing river in front of you. Just watch it. Step number two, let's accept and attribute. And what do I mean by it? Look, you need to understand that our anxiety is not just related to this corona pandemic. There are several other factors contributing to our anxiety. It could be the flurry of information out there, the sensationalization by the media, and maybe your own anxiety traits. So you need to understand that all the anxiety and fear is not just due to corona fear. There are many other factors involved. And step number three, you need to make sure that this anxiety doesn't affect your functioning. What do I mean by it? You need to make sure that your behavior doesn't show up your anxiety. So you need to constantly acknowledge your anxiety and engage in something very productive, number one, and number two, something enjoyable during the day, through the day. And make sure that these two activities are very meaningful. Now, number two, how do you help your loved ones and children deal with this anxiety? Step number one, first of all, you need to stay calm. Don't show up your anxiety to them. Stay calm. Number two, be firm. Be firm in how you communicate with them in terms of helping them to follow all the hygiene related and keeping themselves safe. And step number three, you need to appreciate their anxiety and acknowledge it. Please note that everyone will have their own ways of expressing their anxiety, so don't dismiss it. Let's acknowledge it. So try and induce some discipline and some courage in people. Don't induce panic. And if you have children, maybe tell them some stories about how to deal with the virus attacks using some stories and how they can be very confident and follow all the hygiene techniques and all that. So dear friends, let's all come together and help ourselves and help our families and the community to stay calm and be responsible and confidently deal with this corona fear and also practically take all the measures. So stay together and keep going. Thank you very much.